Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for February 25th, 2024. So, yeah, we're okay over here. We're okay. Everything's been going fine. Haven't really been hanging out on social media too much because I want to just, I'm just trying to heal from. It's like, if it ain't one thing, it's another. It's trying to get over some stuff. You guys might hear, like, people in the background, campers and stuff, having fun, enjoying their life. I met somebody here, and I believe God will bring people in your path to motivate you or do something, right? People, you're supposed to meet people for a reason. Yeah. And I met a nice fella, and he's a very, religious type of person. And we chit chat, it was very nice and things. This guy actually got me to realize that I've been wording something wrong. Yeah, he did. Because when I've been saying in the past that I want to speak my truth, he was like, you want to speak your truth or you want to speak the truth? And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. So I would like to retract every moment I said in any video, I want to speak my truth. No, I am speaking the truth. Yeah, it's not just my truth, it is the truth, you know um in regards to what's going on, with me having to let go and all, I just have to. I can't accept these people in my life because I've been trying to heal from toxic people, and I can't accept more toxic people. I know better. I've been through too many things, and I've seen too many things, so I kind of understand toxicity. Like, I can read it right off the bat, you know, and that's not even from like school stuff. It's not. It's really not. That's just from a life experiencing stuff out here, and I do recall that I said, oh, I have so many units and I'm this and I know all the, I don't know everything. I just was stating that I know a lot, but nobody out here knows everything. That's why it's everybody's responsibility to do your own research, like, if someone tells you anything, never take anyone's word for anything. Look it up. Do your own work. If somebody says something to you, oh, that seems toxic, or that seems, you know, and maybe you don't want to believe it, the least you can do is look it up for yourself. Don't you owe yourself that much? You should never take anybody random, whether it's a family member or friend or just someone you meet on the road, never take what they say as truth. Make sure you always do your research and check behind until you're comfortable with that answer. You know, um, I got another app because I was looking up stuff, on Google, and it's kind of difficult to do that. You can't save nothing, so I got me another app. It's the Jewish Bible app. It's more stuff in there. But it's, I enjoy it. I don't mind to, I like it. I like to read. And just bumping into that guy, he got me on a tangent. I started going, Revelations, Matthew, Genesis, just whatever I was remembering, I was looking it up. And so that was good motivational for me to look stuff up and for me to think about stuff. And like I said, God will bring people in your life to motivate you or enlighten you to something. Anything, can be anything, you know um but I will say, like, when it comes to people who are like just for the Bible, you know it's so sad that everybody's so confused in these religious sects, and you can't really, it's like you can't really pick one. because they all got their own twist on it, our own. This is why I'm having a hard time with it, because I just can't see how there's so much confusion in this. There's only one God, you know? I honestly don't believe that. This is just my own opinion, and I don't shoot down anybody else's. If that's what they want to believe, it's okay for me. I'm not going to fight it. But for me, I believe there is only one God, and I also believe that I don't need to go through anyone else to speak to God. I feel like I can openly speak to God. Yeah. I feel like anybody can, and you should all be able to. Um, this is kind of religious video, I guess, talking about God and stuff. You know, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Talking about God makes me happy. I don't know. It just does. Um, Also, like when it comes to the tarot or divination, I like the tarot. I'm not into that magic stuff. I don't. It's not my thing. The only magic I believe in is the magic that God brings, basically. Like, yeah. And I've seen it firsthand. This is why I cannot deny it. You know what I mean? It's difficult to deny something like that. And what's funny is that people, religious people, will be first to tell you things are, the devil or demons. And if I were to mention that, oh, I had a dream about this, oh, the demons are sending you dreams. No, no. How do you know? How do you specific? Oh, because the Bible said, no, no, no. How do you know? Not asking the Bible. People don't believe that our ancestors can communicate with us and send us messages. No, I'm a firm believer that this is possible. I'm a firm believer that you can receive messages straight from God. God will lead the way, because God is not going to tell you, oh, go over here and go heal yourself. Go over here and stop doing drugs. Go over here and believe in me. Go over here and help others. I don't think demons do that. Do they? I don't think so. So it's like when I'm getting dreams or messages, or I'm receiving messages with the cards, with the tarot, or anything, or if I'm feel like I'm communicating with ancestors or anything, don't tell me that's demons, because none of these people are telling me to do anything bad. I would think that the devil would be like, go and have sex, go and do drugs, go. No, I'm not getting those messages. I'm not. And I'm basically getting messages like, you're doing the right thing, keep doing what you're doing, keep helping others, keep forgiving people, keep telling people, they're great, because everybody can be, even when if they're not feeling that way at the time, but everybody can be. It's so disappointing out here that everybody is so quick to say that somebody's got demons because they hear a message from God or their ancestors. It's such a shame. People, and the thing is too, everybody's quick to judge something when they don't even do their own research. They won't even look. And this is what disappoints me. And this is what actually steers me away from Christianity or any kind of religions. Because if somebody's out here saying that, oh, that's, it could be, demons sending you. How are you going to tell me demons are telling me to stop doing drugs? How are you going to tell me that demons are telling me to make my life better? Like, people got it backwards out here. But, like I said, I just keep my mouth quiet, and and they're so quick to be so righteous in their ways, and the Bible says this and the Bible says that, and then they turn around and say something that is horrible, like, if something this happens, I will go and shoot them or I will hurt them. That is not, you're not supposed to think like that. That right there is, that's like psychopath. I hate to say it. It's like psychopath saying that you will do this for this. Uh, but then doesn't the Bible says, you don't kill people, you don't, it's not your responsibility to do this. So it's like, and then when you point that out, because I pointed it out, they will do anything in their power to find something that you have done wrong, that you have sinned also. I'm not saying I'm not a sinner. I'm not. We are all sinners. We all do something bad. But, don't try to be all self righteous out here and turn around and say that, you will harm another human life because somebody, that by retaliation, this is not very holy in my eyes. You got a lot of people. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people who read the Bible, they're violent, and then can become violent when they're forcing their thoughts on you. And when you turn around and you give them some logic and you tell them about things, and they're stunned by what you say, what can you do about that? Nothing. Just keep your mouth shut, because you don't want to have violence thrown upon you, because I feel that way sometimes when I speak to religious people or somebody who's like, a devout, into the Bible. When they become violent, you're not reading the Bible right, or something. You're missing something. You're missing something. Anyways, so these past couple of days, have been about all about the Bible, all about the Jewish Bible, because I've been looking stuff up in there. Because it's similar. It's similar. The Jewish Bible just has more stuff, and like I said, I'm doing my own research, and there's no one out here that can convince me of anything in regards to the Bible. I do my own research. I do like to speak to others, because whatever things they bring up, I try to remember it. So when I do separate from them and go back to the trailer or whatever, I'll look it up in the Bible, or I'll look it up on my little apps and check for myself. Yeah, I don't believe what anybody says out here in regards to the Bible, because the Bible's just another book written by another man. You know, it's written by people that, and then they force you to think that it's true that happened. Okay, well, if these things are truth and it's what happened, then how come we're not seeing these kind of things today? You cannot convince me. I'm that person that I need to see physical concrete proof in front of me. I need to see it. And the only reason I do believe in God is because I was got concrete physical proof. you know Something showed up in my mind that I could not explain, that was very scary, and it felt real, and it looked real, and it was frightening, and no one can ever take that from me. That's why I believe in God, not because of the Bible, not because it was forced into me by anyone else or by my parents or anything, because I seeked, you know answers from God on my own, not because I was forced. And people will say, "Oh, I've changed my life and this and that, and Jesus Christ, whatever, whatever." Okay, that's good. That's good. That's very, I'm proud of you. But if you're gonna, say something, make sure that you know what you're talking about, really. Make sure you understand these concepts and logic, because people are so fixated on what the Bible says when there's a lot of contradictions in there, but they don't want to see it. It's like being delusional. But I don't, it's okay, whatever. Everybody's gonna, as long as it keeps you thinking, like, to be a good human being, to not hurt anybody, be kind and all that good stuff that we as human beings should be. As long as that keeps you being that type of person, then by all means, keep at it. But if you're out here to try to convince anybody because of your beliefs, you are actually deterring people from wanting to believe because of the forcefulness and the contradictions that come from your own mouth. It's, you know. And then when somebody's like, well, wait a minute, didn't you just say you're not supposed to do this? And then you want to turn around and hurt people. Isn't that not very holy? Once you point out something that they're doing wrong, they will do anything they can to find a flaw in you. He was looking for a flaw in me after I did that. And I was like holding this. I wasn't using it. I was just holding it because, part of addiction is actually, for smoking is like holding something like a cigarette or the. And he was quick to point out, he's like, what is that? And I said, well, it's a nicotine thing. I tried to quit and had some stress. So I got one. And right away wanted to point out that, oh, you can use Jesus too. And I'm just like, well, I'm not smoking it. He's like, but it's still a crutch. Like they just want to find something wrong because I found something wrong with them. I was just talking common sense. I'm not trying to fight or compete with anyone. I'm just trying to have a nice conversation. But when it turns into somebody like not believing me when they want me to believe them, it's got to be a two-way street here, y'all. It's got to be compromise, really. If you're going to tell me something, I'm going to listen, but make sure you listen to me too. Hmm. Fair is fair, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'm having an allergic reaction to the antibiotics that the doctors have given me. It's very uncomfortable. It's not life threatening though. It doesn't affect my breathing. It might affect the blood pressure a little bit, but it's okay because I've been feeling relaxed. I don't feel like my heart's pumping out my chest or anything like before. I do have to go into town. I got to refill of my ice chest here. I'm going to be going into town and refilling for some ice, uploading some videos, and just coming back and continuing with, the walks and things around here. Dogs are doing well. Chica's doing well too, I mean, we're walking and right away, before, if I was like, no, no, I would have to drag her and pull her in. And now I can just make a, hey, or a, shh, make a quick sound or leave it. And she turns around, come right to me right away. Or she loosens the lead and she just doesn't pull anymore. And I'm just like, come on, let's keep, and she does, just good. Brian is starting to get the leave it thing too, because even though he's friendly, he shouldn't be running up on other groups and other people. He really shouldn't. So he's learning little by little on the way. I did also notice that when I reprimand Chica, like, no, no, I'm not, I'm not using violence or hurt for any of the dogs. I'm just reprimanding. Brian doesn't like me yelling at Chica for sure. He don't like. He loves her. I cannot get rid of her. That's his little friend or love, or I don't know. There is a bond there. Before they would never sleep in the same bed, and I had posted a picture of them sleeping together, and they love each other now. So I have to really, if Brian wants her to stay, he's got to learn too. He's got to learn the training too. And also, I've been kind of I've decided, I'm just gonna buy bulkier meats when I buy it because I've decided to incorporate just raw meat into their diets. I've found that it's better for them. You know, um, yeah, they're gonna get the kibble. They're gonna get the kibble I have here. I have a whole new bag in there, but I'm not gonna overflow them with kibble anymore. They're gonna get protein. I do put some of this in with the kibble, mix it up, and then I throw on like some ground meat and some maybe our chicken. Like last night they had chicken. But yeah, they like it. So we're all doing good. So that's pretty much all I have. I just wanted to just fill everybody in on what's going on and what am I doing out here. Everything is cool. Everything is nice. The weather is hot. But like I said, we're about to go into town, get some more ice, and just come back, go for a walk. They like to go. Ooh, you know what that is? The heat. The heat from, I'm gonna have to, that's from this, this is from this propane tank. Maybe I'm gonna buy a couple of new propane bottles. I think this one is finished because it's already leaking. It could be because it's in the heat, but that's a sign. Oh, let's see this one. That's a sign that I actually need to probably get a new propane bottle. So I'll do that too when we go into town. But that's all I have for you guys, really. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for February 25th, 2024. And I'll talk to you guys next time.